We encourage you
Welcome
to watch
to the
and
new
play with this
Camtasia
Getting
Studio.
Started project video.
We encourage you to watch and play with this Getting Started project video to learn some of the most important concepts of using the editor.
That will walk you through the entire
If
process
you want more
of
in-depth
recording,
tutorials that will
editing,
walk
and
you through
sharing
the
your
entire
videos,
process
then
of
please
recording,
watch the Getting
editing,
Started
and
tutorials
sharing your
using this
videos,
link under the
then
Help
please
menu.
watch the Getting Started tutorials
The
using
editor
this
is
link
divided
under
up
the
into
Help
three
menu.
main areas.
The editor is divided up into three main
canvas.
areas: the clip bin,
The
the
canvas is where
timeline,
you see
and the
your video
canvas.
during playback, and can
The
move,
canvas is where you
resize,
see your
and
video during
reposition
playback,
all media
and can
however you
move,
want.
resize, and reposition
The
all
timeline
media
is where you
however you
assemble
want.
and edit your video.
The timeline is where
At the
you
top of the
assemble and
timeline,
edit your
tick
video.
marks represent time in terms
At the
of
top of the
minutes and
timeline,
seconds.
tick marks represent
When
time in
building
terms
a
of
video,
minutes and
you'll work in a
seconds.
horizontal manner.
When
Beginning
building a
from the
video,
left
you'll
and
work in a
moving
horizontal
sequentially
manner,
through time toward the
beginning
right.
from the left and moving
The tracks are
sequentially
layered
through
on top
time
of
toward
each
the
other.
right.
So media you
The
add
tracks
on
are
higher
layered on
tracks
top of
is
each other.
viewed on top of
So
media
media you
on
add
lower
on
tracks in
higher
the
tracks
canvas.
is viewed on top of media
For
on
example,
lower tracks
this
in the
call-out
canvas.
is placed on top of the video track
For
on the
example,
timeline,
this
and
call-out is
therefore
placed on top of the video
screen
track on the
video
timeline,
canvas.
and therefore is on top
If
of
I
the screen
drag the
video
video
on the
track on
canvas.
top of the call-out on the timeline,
If I drag the
call-out
video
is now
track on
hidden
top of the
behind the
call-out on the
video on the
timeline,
canvas.
the call-out is now
Use
hidden
the zoom
behind the
slider
video
to
on the
magnify
canvas.
the view of the timeline.
Use
This
the
is
zoom
very
slider
helpful
to
when
magnify
making
the view of the
precise cuts and
timeline.
selections,
This is
like
very
removing
helpful when
ums in
making
your
precise
audio.
cuts and selections, like
New media
removing
can be
ums in
dragged
your
and
audio.
dropped on an existing track.
New media
Or
can
a
be
new
dragged
track
and
is
dropped on an
automatically
existing
created when
track.
media is dropped at
Or a
this
new track
location
is
at the top
automatically
of the
created
timeline.
when media is dropped at this
To change
location
the
at the
position
top
of a
of the
clip on the
timeline.
timeline, just drag it.
To change the position of a clip on the
change the
timeline,
duration of a
just
clip,
drag it.
drag the edges in either
To
direction.
change the duration of a clip, drag the edges
An
in either
important part
direction.
of the timeline is the playhead.
An
To
important
view your
part of the
video,
timeline
click
is the
play.
playhead.
Notice how the
To view
video
your
and the
video,
timeline's
click
playhead
play.
stay in sync.
Notice how the video and the
Click
timeline's
anywhere along
playhead
the
stay in
timeline,
sync.
and the playhead moves to that
Click
point.
anywhere along the
To
timeline
remove a
and the
portion of
playhead
your
moves
video,
to that
make a
point.
selection with the green
To remove a
in point
portion of
and
your
red
video,
out point.
make a selection with the green
Then,
in
click the
point
cut
and
button.
red out point.
If you don't want
Then,
media
click
cut
the
on a
cut
specific
button.
track, just click
If
the
you
lock
don't want
icon.
media cut on a specific track,
If you make
just
a
click
mistake
the lock
while editing,
icon.
press Ctrl Z on
If
the
you make a
keyboard to
mistake while
undo.
editing, press Ctrl Z on the keyboard to undo, or choose Edit Undo. Double-click the playhead to deselect. Next, we'll look at the clip bin in the library. The clip bin holds recordings, audio files, images, and title slides being used in the project you're currently working on. The library stores video clips, intros, callouts, title slides, and other media assets you want to use from project to project. It is pre-populated with professional content you can use in your videos. You can download more media from our website by clicking this link. You'll find a lot more music, callouts, and animated titles to use in your projects, and it's all free. Once you find something you like this callout for example, just drag it to a track on the timeline and resize and reposition it as needed. Double-click the callout on the canvas to open the Callouts tab and edit the text, or change any of the text properties like color or size. You can find a number of other callouts to use in your projects by expanding the Shapes menu. You've probably noticed the video zooming in and out at times, for example here when it's zooming into the timeline. To learn more about adding and customizing zoom and pan animations to your video, check out the other Getting Started tutorials on our website. We've talked about some of the tabs already, but be sure to explore the others for adding and editing special effects. If they don't all show up as tabs, click on the More tab to explore others, like the speech-to-text capabilities and captions, and the improved quizzing. Also, transitions can now be dragged directly to the timeline and added on top of clips. So we've shown a few ways you can navigate and edit your video, but how do you get content into your video? To make a new screen recording, click the Record the Screen button. If you already have an audio or video recording you'd like to use, click the Import Media button. When you're done with your video project, you'll need to click the Produce and Share button to create a shareable video. Expand this menu to see a variety of presets. We have a new video player that plays back your MP4 video and includes other interactive features like table of contents, closed captions, quizzes, and even hotspots. These features are available when hosting your video on TechSmithScreencast.com or the video and player on your own web server. This player provides playback on multiple devices with just one video, whether it's a phone, tablet, laptop, or desktop computer. Well, it's time for you to try Camtasia Studio for yourself using the content on the timeline, or better yet, create your own. We have lots of free tutorials on our website, and I recommend you begin with the Getting Started series. Also, the help file inside Camtasia Studio tells you how to use each of the Camtasia Studio features and applications. One last thing, if you ever want to open this Getting Started project again to view or practice with, use this link here. Thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoy Camtasia Studio.